Bags of flour falling from the sky, starving children fighting over a packet of rice, and the wounded dying while waiting for humanitarian aid. This is the reality today in the Gaza Strip, a humanitarian tragedy unfolding before the eyes of the world. Subscribe now so you don't miss our reports on war and humanitarian crises across the globe. For days, Jordanian planes have been flying over Gaza, dropping food supplies from the air, rice, pasta, canned goods, falling from the sky. But this humanitarian gesture meant to save lives is triggering scenes of chaos on the ground. Men, women, children, starving, rushing, crowding, sometimes fighting with their bare hands for a single bag of food. In this apocalyptic landscape, survival has become a violent struggle. One resident clutching a dented can says he hasn't eaten in days. He says that's all he could grab. Another cries out in despair, "We need more, we're starving." We are not dogs chasing scraps of food. The message is clear. These people don't just want to survive. They want to live with dignity, and what they are being offered right now is far from dignified. Meanwhile, on the other side of the border, trucks loaded with flour, medicine, and water are waiting for permission to enter. Officially, the number of aid trucks should exceed 500 per day, but the reality is quite different. Current figures are far lower. Delays, blockades, inspections, all of this slows the delivery of crucial aid. If you believe these images should not be forgotten, if you believe that information must remain free and independent, then subscribe now and share this video. Officially under international pressure, Israel has agreed to facilitate aid deliveries. The army has even implemented 10-hour daily humanitarian pauses in some areas, Gaza City, Deir al-Balah, and al-Mawasi. But on the ground, the situation remains critical. Bombings continue, roads are unsafe, and civilians are trapped, swinging between fear and despair. In makeshift hospitals, the wounded keep arriving. Sometimes children, sometimes entire families. Some never make it in time. They die while waiting for humanitarian assistance. Distribution efforts meant to save lives repeatedly spiral into chaos. Why? Because everything is under pressure. Resources, security, access, logistics. Meanwhile, Israeli airstrikes continue across parts of the Gaza Strip. Even after 22 months of war, the violence shows no sign of stopping. The conflict has entered a long and brutal phase, marked by cycles of destruction and few diplomatic breakthroughs. And through it all, it's the civilians who pay the price. Children, women, the sick, those with no weapons, no voice, no power. If you believe these people deserve to be heard, subscribe and leave a comment to raise your voice. Dropping rice, pasta, and canned goods from the sky is not a solution. It's a bandage on an open wound. The people of Gaza don't want to survive under bombs. They want to live with dignity, in peace, and with security. As long as humanitarian aid must fall from the sky only to be torn apart in chaos, as long as children must run after airplanes to eat, then we cannot speak of humanity.